Welcome to Cargo Film Presents. I'm Dan.
And I'm Dave.
We're going to be talking about Marshawn Lynch, A History, which is a documentary film by author and filmmaker David Shields. It is not your conventional sports biodoc in the sense that it is a collage of clips about NFL football star Marshawn Lynch and his unique form of cultural and social protest.
Right. And, it's so unconventional that when I, first put this on, I was, I just didn't know what to make of it. And I'm so glad, I stuck with it for a few minutes because it really starts to dig its claws into you, I've never had an experience of watching a almost feature-length film, 90-minute film made up of clips and slowly see the themes unravel and really alter your perception of this athlete who was portrayed in the media in such a distorted way that you really do come away with a new appreciation for him as a person and what he was trying to do.
Yep, that's right. This is Michael Jordan's Last Dance. This is not. It's. I guess you might say it's kind of a reframing, right? As you said, of Marshawn Lynch. I mean, he has been portrayed, in the media in a certain way, and certainly what the film is calling into question is how, media shapes our perceptions of of athletes, and in particular black athletes. And Marshawn Lynch has been kind of like a cultural meme, right? Everybody knows his catchphrases. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm all about that action. And if you've ever wondered, about the deeper meanings of those statements, I think this is probably the film for you, because what David Shields does in the film is kind of unpack the deeper sort of social and cultural meanings behind some of those very memorable phrases.
Yeah, absolutely. And David Shields is a best-selling author. He's written previously about the intersection of race and sports in America, and this is his first attempt at doing the same thing in film, using up to 700 online clips to probe Marshawn Lynch's journey as a NFL star athlete and public personality. And for Seattle fans, you should be warned that this spend a considerable amount of time revisiting the Super Bowl debacle of a loss to the New England Patriots.
That's right. So yeah, you definitely be prepared for that. And I mean, I think also it's good to know that the filmmaker David Shields described it as, sort of like watching helmet cam during one of Marshawn's legendary runs. So it does have that kind of rapid fire feel to it, but it also has a really, I would say, sort of a formal beauty and real organization to it, in the way that it ties Marshawn's protests to the sort of larger context of racism in America, as well as the history of black activism among athletes. Something that is, I suppose, not really celebrated or covered enough. Often we hear this refrain of "stick to sports," right? And this film is the antithesis of that. It says, sports, politics, race, these things are all interconnected and interrelated in really important ways.
Absolutely, yeah, indeed. It's we strongly recommend you stick with it because it does pick up steam, and you'll be surprised at how it does do that. It's a pretty amazing achievement. So hope you can check it out on iTunes, Amazon, and Vimeo, and soon on a streamer in America and in Canada. So here's the clip.
He doesn't want to paint a picture that's a false picture.
Right.
So that all comes back to his father. Why be phony when I'm going to be myself, and then you're going to come back and criticize me anyway because you're going to know I'm false.
So I'll just
So I'll be myself.
What do you think of all this media attention, Marshawn?
I don't know. I really ain't got too much to say, boss. I really don't.
This kind of thing, what I'm doing now, is taking a fist right up the ass.
I'm here, man, so I don't gotta pay the fine, boss.
How do you pay, man? If you don't write checks, how do you pay these guys?
straight cash, homie.
It's difficult to watch these videos and not sense that their popularity has something to do with a persistent, if unconscious, desire to see Black people perform.
I'm finna slide up in this thing, right? You know what I mean? To break the monotony a little bit.
I'm just against stuff that smacks of complacent crap, non-moving people. They're like leeches. They just like sit and hold on to you and suck on you for a while.
Hey, Johnny, what are you rebelling against?
What do you got?
How you doing, big fella?
Smooth.
You look good.
You do too.
He steals the show by not saying anything and dressing like the Unabomber.
I don't plan any moves. I just react to what I'm faced with.
You kind of shy.
Nah,
Don't be shy, bro.
You just don't want to talk, really.
I'm just about that action, boss.
Something happened in this kid's life, man, that someone wronged him. Someone wronged him, and he don't trust him
In the
no
media
more.
you're talking
Yes.
about, or just in general?
In the media.